Alright, so I got some stuff in the mail and I printed up some stuff and we're trying to do the direct drive on all these. So, this it was like $7 and the reason that I bought this is because it comes with a Capricorn tube and some other stuff if I need it. Uh, Good lord. So, there's some iffy reviews on this as far as things go. I was also trying to get the Sonic pad going, but it doesn't like this printer because it has the wrong board. In fact, I'm running into all kinds of problems because this has got 4.2.7. This one has 4.2.2, so it might be the better candidate. You can't get the old board anymore. This doesn't actually look like it might not be. I don't know. Whatever. So, the main reason that I bought this is because it comes with this, comes with that. It comes with some extra pieces. You know, we're going to modify this thing anyways, so that it won't wear out. See the dual gear, and apparently this is a real problem. So, in order to do anything with this, either you can just run this and let it eat into it, or you can take some off the gear and put a washer in between it. It's also kind of a poor design because if you look at what you're going to have, there's not it's not seating all the way on the bottom of the gear. I'm not terribly worried about it eating into this at $7. Like, honestly, I think maybe the people are overthinking it. So, it comes with like 3 socks for the printer and 3 nozzles, but one of them appears to be a steel nozzle or nickel plated. And I'm going to check it over here on the magnet. It's definitely not steel. So, I don't understand why they can't just make these out of steel. Wouldn't that make more sense? So, anyway, it's a couple dollars less than the one with the dual washers on it that everybody recommends, and you get a couple extra things. So I figured if I'm not going to direct drive this, I need to get that PTFT tube out of there, and the Capricorn tube is going to be a little bit better. So that was my motivation behind buying one that is technically bad. It spins pretty freely. So unless it's putting a severe amount of downward pressure on it, like, I'm not sure where this is going to be a problem. But let's go ahead and slide this bed out. So I was looking at these. This is a bracket I printed. I'm printing another one right now. There's just so many different ones. And there's so many different Ender printers. It's like I could probably just print the bracket. This will This will work on this one, but I'm not sure, where this is going to sit in relationship to the deal. So I would say that this one here will work pretty good. So see the hole at the top? Okay. So although this doesn't look like it's gonna work, I just thought, well, that looks like that's way too far. So I printed this on the SVS7 and it got a little squirrely on the inside, even with supports. So this one here is not going to work. The hot end is over more. I'm not sure what's in this one. I thought these were all the same originally. I didn't realize that they did all kinds of crazy stuff. So, we see, let me get this one off of here. The, Neo must use a completely different hot end. I wish Creality would just put out, like one printer, two printers, the good and the bad. Not like 5 different variations of an Ender 3. I mean, it's to the point, it's absolutely ridiculous. Where these apparently appear to be more than one size. Okay. So this one here it appears to just be using a standard hot end. Let's see if we can get this. Boy, this one's pretty bad. I have never had one fall apart like this. Okay. So, a lot of my printers don't even have them anymore. There's a lot of crap on this. So I'm trying to see here. I want to keep an idea of everything I have and whether or not it's this or that. So it looks like that. So this is just a standard one, and it sits on the plate in a normal position. Okay, so now we need to check this other one, because the thing is here, we're going to convert all these printers. I'm not using a Bowden tube if I don't have to. So it looks like the Neo is the one that uses the crazy setup. And I think you could probably use whatever you want. I don't think it makes a difference. Boy, this one is on there. Okay. Dave's put a nocturnal fan or whatever you call it in one of these, And I mean, it is like really quiet. Let's have a look in here. Okay. So, I don't know if it uses a different heat block on these, or if it's the same, but it has a different hot end for sure. I wonder, is that an all-metal heat break? Or, you know, is there a PTF tube in there? How does this work? I'm not sure. Trying to see if these are the same block. Okay, so it's definitely further towards the back on that. So the block is different. Okay. There's just so much stuff to learn about these. I mean, and these are the most common, so I don't know. Like, I have a lot of printers and they all have something different, but it's like, okay, so this is some other type of hot end, and I wonder if it has an advantage over this one. They both print like crap. Let me take a look at this again. Okay. So the nozzle is pretty close to the back. Let me see here. And I'm looking at where it's at in relationship to that. So now I think I have a pretty good idea of why when you use the professional firmware with this, there's no problems, because your nozzle is over here by that wheel. On this one, it's about in the middle. And I really can't think of why they did that, other than to accommodate for the touch. But this is even better for the touch because it's further away. So, and then I have the other printer. Where did I put it? See, this one has some other type of hot end in it also. I don't know if we can actually, like, see it through here. But it's definitely different. And originally, I just printed one of these brackets. And I might actually just do this. I just print a Sunlu bracket. Could see where it just, like, goes down. Now, I ordered this entire assembly before I realized that they're not selling them like this anymore. They come straight up and they bolt on the back. They don't make a bend. They come straight up and they bolt onto this side of this. So what I'm looking at here is like, okay, where am I at in relationship to the wheel on this? Okay. So we're pretty close to that side. And then we have this style, which has the added CR Touch, which looks like it's not even all the way flat on there. I don't know if maybe Dave had problems with it or something. So this is almost in line with that roller. And then this uses the regular hot end. So, and it's got a nocturne fan in it. It's super quiet. This one here has got the newer board too, the 4.2.7. And this is an old Ender 3 Pro. And Dave put this on it. And when I did get it to print, it printed pretty good. So, and I think he put the Capricorn tube and stuff on it. So this actually, like, runs pretty good. they're just like having bed leveling issues. So I like this one, and I want to print a drawer for over here, kind of similar to the regular Enders. I haven't figured out what will work, but and these printers here are similar to some of the Crealities, and they have all these brackets and stuff like that, and some people have put a touch sensor on them, but the motor goes on the back, which is kind of cool, but you have to use a fake Titan extruder when you do that. And then they got the L bracket here, and I believe this one's kind of more towards the center of the deal. So the brackets are all going to vary on your printers, and then it could put the nozzle in a bad spot. So when you get into modifying these, you know, and you're downloading files to print and things like that, this is something that we need to pay attention to, of like, where's the nozzle at? And this one here, I'm kind of curious, because now it's like, well, I don't know what parts to get for this, and I don't have parts for this one. And I might have to put this other computer into this one, the one that I repaired the other day, and I'm hoping that maybe that will get me back to the 4.2.2. See, because they don't have firmware for the Neo for 4.2.7. And there's obviously differences between this printer and this printer. So your print head is not in the same area. They do have a V2 with a touch sensor. This one doesn't have it, but they do have that, and that file is available. But in order to run the Sonic pad, like for me, I'm going to need to put this back to the regular firmware first, because it has the professional software on it right now, and it doesn't want to work. And that's fine, because actually what I'll do is I'll pull the computer out of it that has that flash to it. I won't have to reset all my settings. It'll be ready to go. Because the thing is, I get so tired, I did this like 7 times last night. I set up the professional software, that's just what it's called, and then I would try and do the Sonic pad, and then it would erase it, and it wouldn't work, and I'd have to reinstall it. So anyway, so that's kind of what we're up to today, and I want to direct drive all of them. Maybe this one I'll leave it alone. I don't know. And then I need to do the dual gear and all that, and so I think on this one I'll probably do the dual gear and direct drive today, since I have everything set up. And then coming in the mail tomorrow is another dual gear direct drive, or dual gear extruder. I have the entire unit with this face on it coming tomorrow with the direct drive. It's like literally the hot end, the fans, the nozzle, the tip, and then this bracket and the V wheels, and then the extruder and stepper motor all on there, and the wires and an extension cable for $27 on Amazon. Next day shipping. So I know it'll fit this one, so I just want to like probably do it on that one and see what I end up with leftover parts wise. I may not end up using it. It may not fit, so I figured, well, we might as well try it and see. I'm not sure. So, but I like this printer, because this printer was literally buy it, download and print the bracket, remove the, cut a hole in the mesh, and move the stepper motor and extruder here, fish the wires through. They're long enough to reach, you know, and boom, you now have a direct drive. It's a little flexible. I just need to reprint it with 100% infill and it'd be better. But honestly, like, it's not really moving around. So, I hadn't really noticed a huge difference by doing the direct drive on this particular printer. And I didn't change to anything else. Like, this is still what they supplied with it, which is actually a very nice one. That's why I've told people to buy this printer, because like with this printer, you get a dryer, a touch screen. Yes, it's an 8-bit. And you get all metal extruder, and there's a touch sensor in here. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's a generic one. But for $189, you get a 310 by 310 build surface, touch screen, and a metal extruder, and a dryer, and dual Z screws in the back. Dual Z screws, and struts, and a tool drawer. And this thing works better than any Ender 3 that I've used so far. It doesn't print really fast, but I haven't tried to get it to print really fast. Oh, and it's got adjusters for here and here. And it's cool. It's a good printer. I moved the spool holder over here. Normally it would go this way, and then this is something I printed that was supposed to go the other direction. Anyway, this is really, like, the only thing that sucks about this is it uses some kind of, you know, goofy proprietary Sunlu stuff, and you need to use it to run the dryer. But, you know, it's a good printer. You can print big stuff. It does it really good. So, anyway, we should be modifying this one tomorrow. This one, I just use it when I need it, you know, and I use it to dry the filament. It's cool. So, the printers that came from Dave, they're going to be fun to learn some stuff on. And I've already learned a ton, just because I've never had to do really any firmware stuff other than on the Sunlu, and then learning about like custom firmwares, and then messing with the Sonic pad. I don't know where I put it. Where did I put it? Anyway, Dave gave me so much stuff that it's just like insane. So, Sonic pad is down here. So, this thing's huge, by the way. So, I'm gonna get the Sonic pad up and going on something. The guy that I got the SV06 Plus from has a Sonic pad, and I missed out on it because I wasn't sure if I wanted it. I was trying to get a better deal on the printer. I was thinking I was meeting him at his house. He'd offered me the SV06 Plus with the Sonic pad for $225. So instead of saying yes, because he originally wanted $200 for the printer, $60 for the Sonic pad, I thought I was meeting him at his house, so I got him to go down to $180 on the printer. And I went out there to go meet him, and then I asked him about the Sonic pad. Oh, I didn't bring it with me. I'm on my way to go to Tucson. I don't want to go back to the house. I'm running late. And so he was like, well, I was like, well, how much more did you want for it? And at the time, he had told me $40. Because it was like 180 plus 40 would have been 220, 25. So $45. And I was going to tell him to go get it, but he wouldn't go get it. So he's like, oh, I can mail it to you, you know, or something like that, blah, blah, blah. And so basically, and I didn't know that the printer was already set for that. So when I got it home and I go to use it, it had clipper flashed on the printer already, and the printer didn't work, and I was gotten kind of scared, thinking, "Oh no!" So, I could have actually had just a complete up and running clipperized SV06 Plus, but I made a mistake. So, anyway, he wants $60 for that. Still, I don't need 2 of them, but it might be nice to have a second one for $60. Thing is, at $60, it'd be $30 to drive down there and get it, or maybe $15 or $20 to have him ship it. So we're like $60, $70, $80, like $90, when I think in reality you can probably just go buy the SV06 screen for the Plus for $99 plus tax, free shipping on Amazon, brand new, warranty, you know, all that good stuff. And here, I've already got it used, free to me anyway. You know, it came with all those stuff. Sonic pad. And it sounds like the Sonic pad's a little bit tricky to use with the other printers. So, anyway, I'm just trying to get a bunch of stuff done all at once, and this is great. I'm having lots of fun. I'm never bored. I don't know how people are bored. I'm like, you know, always one project to another, and then, you know, and all the radio stuff, and then, you know, put this down on the shelf down here. I mean, like, I stay busy. I don't know how people get bored. And, you know, this is why I got sober and quit drinking and all that stuff, because I have so much fun doing this stuff that I never could do it before. When I was drinking, all I was focused on was my drinking. And you know, I mean, I was so drunk, you know, I was functional sometimes, but, I mean, I just wasn't interested in this stuff, you know, and I couldn't focus and do it. And imagine how many things I would have ruined. So, it's a good day to be alive. It's a good day to be sober. It's a good day to be grateful for what we have. And, you know, enjoy this stuff, because, you know, tomorrow is not promised. So, with that, I will bid you guys a 73, and we'll catch you guys later. And for my non-ham friends, 73 means best regards.